Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their faces.
One game for your life. Do you want LeBron James or Kobe Bean Bryant? Because I'm taking Kobe. One game for my life, and you can't argue that. And I know you won't argue that.
Message.
LeBron fans gonna be looking like this when they see this video.
I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Fuck this shit.
Now you know ESPN must be doing bad when they gotta bring a LeBron certified criticizer or hater, as y'all like to describe the man, for just critiquing somebody, because I know the LeBron ESPN narrative has been, Windhorse, Stephen A. Smith, Richard Jefferson, Kendrick Perkins, all the D-riding they've been doing for LeBron. They brought LeBron's biggest hater, as they describe, back to the show. So you know something's going on, and you know the LeBron fans out there are really mad. All the LeBron sexuals like, why you bring this guy back? He speaks too much facts about LeBron's downfalls, and people just don't like that. But what I'm gonna do for you guys, if you guys didn't see this clip, I'm gonna go ahead and run the clip. It's a little long, so stay tuned. I got some a little take I want to get off as well, but check out this clip. Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless, and Skip telling Stephen A. straight to his face why he has a lot of players ranked over LeBron, and LeBron ranked 9th all time, and as well as why he would always pick Kobe and Larry Bird over LeBron, especially when one game is left, like a game 7.
And let you try to tell me I'm wrong about them, but these are monumental collapses that his billions of blind witnesses out there scrub from his resume and sweep under their carpets, their magic carpets. I give you Longevity King or Longevity Goat because he is the most durable player in the history of sports, and that's not even close. But he's 4-6 in the NBA Finals. Obviously, Jordan 6-0 with 6 MVPs. And let's start with my number 2, Magic Johnson. 5 rings and the greatest winner leader ever, and you've got him ranked below LeBron James. That's just wrong. Then number 3 on my list is Shaquille O'Neal. For 3 years, he was the most dominant force on offense and defense I ever saw in my many years that go beyond your many years of covering this league. Number 4 on my list is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who only won 6 rings in his time with the most unblockable, unstoppable shot that anybody ever shot, the skyhook.
This is blasphemy.
No, it's not blasphemy. Then number 5 on my list, Tim Duncan. He would have 6 rings if not for Ray Allen saving LeBron's legacy, which should be 3-7 in the finals with the greatest clutch shot I ever saw. Number 6 on my list is Bill Russell, who only has 11 rings, including the last 2 as a player coach. Case closed. Number 7 on my list, one game for your life. Do you want LeBron James or Kobe Bean Bryant? Because I'm taking Kobe. One game for my life, and you can't argue that. And I know you won't argue that. And number 8 on my list, one above LeBron, is Larry Joe Bird. And listen, one game for my life, I'm taking Larry Bird over LeBron any day, any night, any month, any year. Give me Larry Bird with the ball in his hands at the end of games. I don't know how you can refute anything I just said. He's 9th on the list, and he's lucky to be 9th on the list.
He's worse than Doggy.
Yeah.
That is one of the most asinine things that have ever come out of your mouth in your illustrious career in television. Okay? And what he came back and made amends for it in the years to follow. LeBron came back and made amends for it the very next game, which was a game 7.
Yeah. Okay, the very next year.
All right, so that argument right there, you just lost that one. Okay. Next one. Go ahead.
2014, the finals against those Spurs. LeBron comes home, it's 1-1, and disappears in games 3 and 4. They get blown off the floor by a record finals margin by the San Antonio Spurs. How do you defend that?
Well, what I defend that is that Dwayne Wade was certainly far from healthy. He didn't have his running mates available to him, and you yourself bragged about how superior the San Antonio Spurs were collectively as a unit to the Miami Heat.
Yeah, but so it was the second greatest player of all time.
I understand that, but the bottom line is, at the end of the day, you were the inferior collection of talent because D. Wade was not healthy. Okay. All right? And neither was Bosh to some degree either, but go ahead.
All right, 2015.
So you lost that one, but go ahead.
No, I won another.
No, you didn't.
LeBron has 3 of the best games I've ever seen him play, and they're up 2-1 with the game in the King's house in Cleveland. Game 4, remember this? Against Golden State.
Okay, go
first
ahead.
time against Golden State.
Okay.
And in Game 4, Iggy gets inserted into the starting lineup,
Yes.
and LeBron has a LeBrick game. He goes 7 of 22, 1 of 4 from 3, 5 of 10 from the free throw line. They get blown out, and the series flips on its head because no clutch gene. I don't know.
That's not a clutch game. That's a bad game.
Okay, it was a horrible
That's a bad game.
But it could have been a GOAT game.
Okay,
You
well,
had a
I'm saying
chance.
it happens. You know what? They were, again, the inferior team. You're playing with Matthew Dellavedova, if I remember correctly, and that was your best teammate because, excuse me, you didn't have Kyrie available to you. There was no Kevin Love at the time and stuff like that. You were with practically one arm tied behind your back, which you have openly admitted. That was one of the games where he placed that respectful bow to the late, great Jim Brown, who was in attendance for that game. You understand? That's what happened in that game. I remember that.
Okay.
You're forgetting the fact that LeBron didn't have any kind of help whatsoever at that particular moment in time. And you laughed about it because you were saying, you guys don't understand. They have no chance because he is strapped. He doesn't have any help. But now you're going to bring that up and try to hold it against him. Another argument you lost. Keep going.
2018, Game 1 at Oracle against those Golden State Warriors. LeBron has the greatest outside shooting night I've ever seen him have, especially
That game he dropped 51? Was that game he dropped 51?
He had
51.
He had 48 at this point, and what does he do? He gets the switch. He gets little Steph on him from just beyond the free throw line.
my God.
And he goes up to shoot, and he passes it to George Hill. What are you doing?
So let me get this straight.
George Hill?
So when Skip Bayless talks about LeBron not being clutch or LeBron being bad free throw shooter in late game situations, think about this for a second. In 2019, LeBron shot 66% from the free throw line. What GOAT shoots 66% from the free throw line? What GOAT leads the NBA in air balls of all time? Like all time from the free throw line, LeBron leads the NBA in air balls, bro. Like these are the things I'm telling you about. It's certain moments we witnessed in his career where he fell short. It's criticism. It's not an attack. It's just criticism. Now, name me a time where Michael Jordan, Kobe, or Larry Bird, right? We criticize them for late game heroics and say they're not clutch. They haven't brought up. They don't show up in the big games. They don't show up in the matters when the moments are the highest, when the pressure is on. We don't get that with Jordan. We don't get that with Bird. We don't get that with Kobe. Those moments to me is what matters. And then we look deeper into it, and it's like, oh, damn, I just realized bro pretty much plays with 2 of the best players on the conference in a weaker conference in the East, and then he still gets his butt kicked in the finals 6 times, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, you think this man better than Kobe? Hell no. Bro, skills. Not even finals, because we know Kobe got more chips. Just skills, eyes, watching the guy play. You can't tell me that Kobe is not a better player than Jordan, bro. He is. You can't tell me that Larry Bird wasn't. Larry Bird is a skilled player. He showed up, clutch, winning, staying with his franchise, not running the team up with Jordan and Isaiah Thomas so he can win cheap rings. These contexts to winning matters. And we never had that flaw against a player like Bird and Kobe. But truthfully, guys, I think that Stephen A. Smith actually likes LeBron James as a player. I think he thinks that he thinks he's the second greatest player of all time, which is ridiculous in my opinion. But I think the problem is he feels so compelled because on one hand, he doesn't like him as a person, but he likes him as a player. So I think it's funny because they got this feud and this back and forth they always have. So it's interesting to see. It's cool to see Skip back. But let me know your thoughts down below. Kobe, Larry Bird, killer mentality, kind of guys you want on your team, kind of guys you want in the Game 7, players that won't quit, won't cry, won't complain, won't flop. That's what I'm looking for when I'm building my team. So those guys right there are the teammates that you want to have. At least in my opinion, as I watch basketball nowadays, players like that, rare to come by nowadays. Everybody's flopping, everybody's crying, everybody's complaining, everybody's soft. So these are just my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace.